Hello, welcome to Melanin and Happy Night Live. I am Lady Abimbola. Welcome to my video blog. On this yet another series of the racist system. A racist system is an oppressive system established against the melanin race. As I've said in my previous videos, those of you that have been following me, racism is not an hatred from a race to the other, but rather racism is a system established purposefully for the destruction of the melanin race. Now, when there is a problem, we think about the solution. But how do you wrap your head around a system that has been established for definitely decades, maybe centuries, against a particular race? Oppression is the key word and is the major instrument used in the racist system. I believe the melanin race have been oppressed for so long, and most have subjected themselves to the fact that the racist system is now a normal thing for the racist system to go through. You go to a workplace, then they reject you, not because you are not qualified. You may even be overqualified, but rejected because there's a system established against you. You go to the social services, you have been denied of governmental benefits, you have been denied of basic human needs, and you've been continuously stalked, gang-stalked by perpetrators that is under oath to destroy you. And without thinking twice, having mercy, not considering your age, your economical status, your social status, or whatever qualification you may have. Their mission is to destroy. And the melanin race, without any doubt, has been under oppression for far too long. We started through slavery. After slavery, the KKK was sent against us to sabotage our lives, to hinder us, to persecute us continuously. And after that, we find ourselves, even though we don't have chains on our neck, we don't have chains on our hands, we don't have chains on our legs, but we find ourselves being chained to a system called the racist system. We may think we're out of slavery, but the truth is that the melanin race has never for one day been free. We have people coming out and howling and screaming and fighting the justice system and fighting all kinds of things, but the melanin race have been conditioned not to fight back. And when you don't fight a system that destroys you, you end up being a victim of the system. Your children end up being the victim of the system, and your children's children up to whatever generation. The truth of the fact is that if you would think we're actually being enslaved or oppressed at the present age, my dear, you have to think about your children yet unborn. They will be in a bitter, a more deeper, and a more aggressive and chaotic oppression. It's about racist system, an oppressive system. When I came in here, like all other immigrants, I took an airplane, first class to be precise, of Swiss Air. I came to Europe, I moved here to Europe. Afterwards, I was thrown in the gang stalking program. At the initial stage, I never knew anything about the program, what it all entails. I never even knew what racist system was all about. But when I started being attacked without justification, I started having different problems from different people. I could not understand. I fell into so many traps of humiliation, of course, because I didn't know I was under attack. I didn't know an army of people have been unleashed against me to ruin my life. I worked for years And in the process, I continuously had situation whereby I saw that I started getting harassment from the law enforcement agent also. I didn't understand. I was not doing anything criminal. But at the initial stage also, I found out that there have been instances that attempts have been made to kind of set me up in problems and false accusations. There was an incident at Milano some years ago. That was when I was like most of the melanin ladies that, you know, were still blindsided and mind-controlled by the racist system also, while I was being a targeted individual. So what happened is that I have this, was it a dinner date with this albinoid? And while we had this dinner date, we spoke, and you know, everything went well. You know, the guy was over ears in love, you know, with me. But you know, I'm the type that I don't like to rush anything. I like to really know who I'm dealing with. I wasn't like I wasn't into any kind of racism or tribalism or nationalism or things like that. I just saw every human as being the same. But going through all this situation, I didn't know what was happening. But then I started getting interested in finding out what really is wrong. I'm respected by everybody. I'm loved by everybody. I help everybody. Why am I getting wickedness in return? Why am I being harassed? Why am I being bullied? Why am I being a kind of slander campaign released against me? Then I realized one thing. I realized that I may probably be involved in a kind of program or a setup. Out of curiosity, I started making my own investigation, and this is what I found out. All I really want to say, they don't really care about us. Black man, blackmail, everybody's gone mad. All I really want to say, they don't really care about us. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. Hello. Well, I found that I've been thrown into the gang stalking program, into a racist system, and I began to become more curious about this program, what it's all about, what it all entails, and why it has been established against the human race. Well, as I've said in my previous videos, the gang stalking program, the racist system, and the abuse of the fundamental human right is actually intentionally, it's a program intentionally created to create tension in the society, to promote hatred. It is a program to destroy the mental stability of every human race. I began to find out different things through books, through videos, online also, and everything I can lay my hands on to know more about this vicious program called the gang stalking program. Well, as the years went by, I also understand that it's not just a gang stalking program that I am up against. I was actually made to realize that there is something else involving in the persecution of the melanin race. I realized that there is a system established against the melanin race. This system established against the melanin race is called the racist system. I realized that this racist system established against the melanin race is the main reason for the constant persecution of the melanin race, is the main reason for the constant fear established against the melanin race, as if we're a bunch of no goods in the society. This racist system established against the melanin race actually proves the fact that even though we talk about so many organizations that is supposed to help the human race, that is supposed to come against establishing peace in the society, that is supposed to be part of restoring the society. But we find out that when a system is established, the system established as one purpose is to accomplish the reason it is established. So therefore, there might be organizations, there might be constitutions, there might be laws that rises up, but the system established can never be cancelled. But it can never be cancelled only if people don't realize this system actually exists. I found out about the gang stalking program, which I was already a target in, which I was already being persecuted, being harassed, guided by the laws of the gang stalking program. I found out also about the racist system which has been established against me as a person, against my race. And this actually motivated more curiosity in me. And this curiosity, as I expect from most of my viewers also. Be more curious about your environment, be more curious about what is being given to you. Most people just like to be spoon-fed everything. And when you fall into that category of human being, you can be easily manipulated, you can be easily controlled, you can be easily misled. And the racist system is behind the fear towards the melanin race. It's a system that has been created for people to be fearful. Melanin race is a system established to make the melanin race be also fearful against themselves. The melanin women not trusting the melanin men, the melanin men not trusting the melanin women, and it's like a crisis within the race itself. A race divided against itself obviously can never ever stand. And as you know, I like to do most of my videos around nature, peaceful atmosphere, because also I kind of disintoxicate the toxicity about the program, the gang stalking program, the racist system against the melanin race, and the abuse, of course, of my own fundamental human right. Well, I'm speaking from Padova, Veneto, Italy. I'm Lady Abimbola for Melanin and Albinoid Life. Thank you for listening to me, and I will see you in the next vlog. Thank you very much, and also remember to visit Lady Abimbola online. It is the channel on health and lifestyle, and you would have so much nutritional thing concerning the health and lifestyle. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you in my next vlog. Thank you. Bye.